Like it or loathe it, we're all addicted to our horseless carriages. Most manufacturers have toyed with alternatives, but they're really only useful for limited ducking and diving in cities. The latest in a long line comes from Renault. They believe a more practical solution is a hybrid, a car with both electrical and combustion power available depending on the driving conditions. On an urban cycle combining the electric and the petrol engine, fuel consumption is down by 2/3. The claimed maximum speed of the Renault Next is 105 miles an hour. This mix of economy and performance means comparisons with milk floats simply aren't justified.
It's actually got more in common with Formula One, at least in terms of body technology, if not performance. The frame is made of aluminium and the bumpers are made of Kevlar, which is used in Formula One cars because it's light and very strong. And some of the body panels are made of carbon fibre. That means the car is actually 50% lighter. But once you've added on 2 engines and a battery, it ends up being about the same weight as a conventional car.
From the outside, it's not particularly unusual, but Renault, like most manufacturers, use their prototypes as an excuse to try out some wacky ideas.
Now, the observant amongst you may notice that, in fact, there are 3 front seats and only 2 in the rear, and that's because of the aerodynamic shape of the car. Now, the problem with that is that if you try and use your rear view mirror, all you're going to see is one of your front passengers. So, in fact, you don't have a rear view mirror, you actually have a rear view camera. Very neat, and that's not all that's neat. There's a nifty device, so when you open the back door, part of the rear window slides into the bodywork, which means getting in is a lot easier. And also the car retains its shape. And for rear seat passengers, a bit of in-flight entertainment. But what's really innovative about Next is the way it switches from electrical mode to conventional combustion and back again. And it's all dependent on the supervisor system, which basically selects the best power mode depending on what you're doing, how you're driving, and how fast you're going.
The front wheels are driven by the combustion engine, delivering 52 brake horsepower, and the rear wheels are powered by 2 electric motors mounted within the wheels, delivering 20 brake horsepower. The 2 systems combined means the car has about the same power as an average 1.4. Driving Next is what I can only describe as a very weird experience, and perhaps the engine isn't quite sorted out. I suppose driving any prototype is quite strange. We're also used to getting into our production line model and expecting instant smooth performance. Well, eventually Next will make the transition between the electric and petrol engine virtually unnoticed by the driver. The designers believe it's the combination of electrical and combustion which makes the hybrid a winner.
I think that for the manufacturer, the possibility of introducing this type of car could be within, I would say, 4 or 5 years from now. But the market really won't be ready for 10 years from now.
And do you think the public really want that combination of electric and combustion?
I think it's a good answer to the emission or the pollution concern on one side, and the fact that they don't have to change their habits of driving their car.
But what you're probably saying is, fine, how very clever, but what's it going to cost? Is it really a serious option? And why would I actually want one?
Well, in terms of cost, it'll be more than a petrol car, but less than an electric. And you heard what the man said. In 10 years, we'll be buying them. Renault have invested more than £50 million on their electric car programme. And they don't just do that for the good of their corporate souls. And if zero emissions becomes law in our city centres, as well it might, then the hybrid could be an ideal practical approach to our future motoring needs. Watch this space.